Hi, it's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning, whether you're going to join me live here in a minute or catch the replay. So today I have a really fun card. I'm featuring masking paper, which is something new in the annual catalog. And I have to thank Kate Spackman for this idea because she works at our Stampin' Up! Home office in Utah. And we had a mini conference in April, and she showed a card that I totally fell in love with. So I took her idea and I ran with it. And sorry, upside down. This is the card we are going to make this morning. And I'm going to show you how to mask the strips with the masking paper. And we're going to do some blending with blending brushes, and then I will heat emboss the sentiment. But she also stepped up her card, so I'll give you a couple ideas as I go with stepping up the card. I'm using 2 stamp sets. This is Amazing Silhouettes, and I'll show you this came out in the January to June 2022 catalog, which is actually going to start a last chance sale later this week. But this stamp set carried over to the annual catalog. And then I picked that, since that one's just images, I picked a sentiment stamp set. So I picked the Peaceful Moments, since this one's got such great sentiments in it, for my sentiment. So in the mini catalog, this is the one I'm talking about, January to June, starting this Wednesday, June 1st, 2022, there is going to be a last chance sale for items in this catalog. But I did just want to point out that here is the Amazing Silhouettes, the stamp set. It also has dies that it coordinates with that have words like thanks and you are amazing. So this stamp set right now, you can get this bundle you can get right now for 10% off. So that bundled pricing is going to go away. So please put a comment here if you would like me to go through the mini catalog once the last chance stuff goes live to let you know what's carrying over and what is staying, or what's retiring and what's carrying over. Boy, I need some more caffeine today. So I'm going to point the camera down. I'm going to try to get through this pretty quickly. It's holiday weekend and I do have plans today. So I'm going to move the camera. Hang on for a second while I point you down at my station. And here we are. Let me just find myself in my feed. Okay, I'm just going to roll with it because my computer seems to be having a few technical difficulties this morning. It looks like I'm live, so I'm just going to keep going. So what I'm going to start with is masking the strips. And you can mask all sorts of things. I'm going to have another card out this Tuesday for Casing Tuesday where I masked a die, the teacup and the teacup dies. So what I'm doing is I'm using my Stamparatus plate as my guide. So I know it might be a little hard to see in the video, but this has a grid and I'm going to line up my white cardstock on the grid. And what I did for my basic white cardstock is my strips are 1/2 inch, so I want the length of my cardstock to be obviously in 1/2 inch increments. So I cut the white 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is with the masking paper, it's super sticky. So I'm going to peel off the edges and then just put it on my hand to kind of like unstick it a little bit before I put these down. And I could have trimmed these. I just left them the length. It's $7 and I'm having a hard time seeing this, so bear with me for a minute. This is going to be approximate. It's $7 for the masking paper, and let me show you how it comes. It comes in sheets of 5 by 7. So you get a pack of 12 sheets that are 5 by 7 for $7 plus tax and shipping. Okay, so I'm just going to unstick and go I'm eyeballing it at this point because it's a little hard to see with the angle I'm at, but that one I ripped, so that's okay because they're long enough. But this is such a fun technique. And I have one more. And like I said, you can do shapes. I did the teacup. I did, you could do punches. So let me know. Leave me a comment if you would like to see other techniques with the masking paper in the future. Okay, so I have them all on there. It probably is not 100% perfect, but it's good enough. Okay, I'm gonna bring over a blending brush in my Bermuda Bay cardstock. Kate, when she made her card, used actually Bermuda Bay and Pool Party. So you totally could do Pool Party first and then a little bit of Bermuda Bay over the top. I just wanted to do 3 colors for the main colors. So I'm going to pull 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to use my Stamparatus plate and kind of rub off some of the ink. And I'm going to go corner to corner, okay, with my ink. And I'm going to leave the corners, the opposite corners, kind of on the white side. So you have total control to go as dark or light as you want. So that's the great thing about this technique. But if you start too dark, obviously you can't take it away. So I like to kind of go dark to light. And you can pull some of the color out to the edge. But I want the edges to be kind of on the white. And I'm actually going to stamp the image right over the top of this. But this is just super fun. So you can kind of keep going until you kind of have it as dark or light as you want. And I'm just going to say, for a video and for time, I'm just going to say I like this, like how this is. And move on. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. I hope you're out there. I'm trying to watch the replay on the live feed on my computer, but it doesn't seem to be working. So if you're commenting, I'll get to the comments later today when I'm in the car. Okay, I'm just going to pick this up and grab it with my fingernail. So see, you get total pretty strips of white and then the blended Bermuda Bay kind of in an ombre look. Okay, so I am now going to stamp right on top of this. So I stamped a Night of Navy, but my stamp is kind of long, so I'm going to bring this over and do it this way. And my stamp, it's a really large stamp, and it goes off the cardstock gently, slightly. So I'm just going to ink up upside down Night of Navy and go for it. Now, you could totally use the Stamparatus to get a perfect placement. I tilted my card slightly, and I like that look, the offset look. So if you stamped and it wasn't totally straight, I kind of just offset this a little bit. So let's go on and do the sentiment. So for the sentiment, Kate did Calypso Coral and she embossed it. She heat embossed it. So we're going to start with our Calypso Coral piece, and it is 3 1/4 by 3 inches. And we are going to stamp, and I have to grab something very quickly. I will be back in 1 second. Okay, I just had to grab my heat embossing sheets. If you like heat embossing, I have something really exciting to tell you, is that I believe it's going to be starting 7/1, July 1st. There is going to be a heat embossing toolkit coming out in the July to December 2022 mini catalog. So look for that. if you remember what we used to have, it includes like the little embossing buddy thing that I would put that down before I put my Versamark ink on. And then it's gonna have the little tray, I forget what they call it, and it's going to have some tweezers and a brush. So let me show you what I'm gonna do with the heat embossing. I have my Versamark ink pad and my congratulations stamp. So this is a watermark ink. So I got my congratulations on there. And now I'm gonna take 2 sheets of computer paper. So the little caddy that it's gonna come with is gonna be great for this. 2 sheets of computer paper. I am using my white embossing powder from my basics kit. Now, every time I use this, I always point this out because the clear and the white look very similar when you're looking at them. So make sure you check to make sure you have the white. And I am just gonna dump my powder right over the top. And then this is where the tweezers are gonna come in really handy. I'm actually hoping that we might be able to order that kit, pre-order it this week. We are able to pre-order as demonstrators, but we don't know the list yet, so we'll see. Okay, so I am going to take a paintbrush. And this is another thing. They're going to have a brush in this embossing kit thing that's coming. So super, super excited. And I'm just going to try to clean this up a little. And that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to go with it. So put this gently aside for 1 second. And I'm going to funnel all my excess powder back into my container. And then just close this up so this doesn't accidentally get tipped over. And let's get my heat tool and heat set that. Okay. So this is going to be loud for a minute. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna double check it. And something else just blew off my table while I was doing that, so I have to run and go get that very quickly, but I'm still here. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my banners pick-up punch. I absolutely love this punch for doing banners, but you could totally do banners with your paper snips. I'm just gonna put it in upside down just so I can make sure that I don't accidentally punch over my white embossed image. And I am just going to do the other side. Let's make sure I get a nice banner here. And now I have a cute banner edge on both edges. And now I think I can start just adhering all my pieces together. So let me get all my pieces. I did Bermuda Bay for my card base. So it's 4 1/4 by 11. So just 4 1/4 by 11, a half a piece of standard 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock, scored it in half at 5 1/2. We are gonna offset this slightly. So you can kind of see how you might want it to look before you commit to kind of laying it down. I just liked it offset a little tiny bit. So, and you can go whatever side to side you prefer. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. So we'll just do, this is Night of Navy, and I'll have the measurements below, but it's 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. And then with the white, I'm just gonna use a little bit of Seal Plus adhesive. And just kind of offset it as so. And then with the sentiment, I just kind of put it in between a Bermuda and a white. And you could totally put this on with dimensionals. You could, a couple ideas at this point, if you wanted to, you know, embellish this a little bit more, you could put some twine or some, some linen thread or some baker's twine behind here. If you wanted to add some embellishments. I chose the polished dots to add because in fact these are Calypso Coral. So they look like more like petal pink to me, but these are retiring and they're going to be on sale starting this this Wednesday, June 1st, 2022. They are going to be on sale because they're part of the retirement list. So I'm just really struggling with my take your pick tool today. So let's just grab a couple of these and sprinkle them on, and that's it. So I hope you liked this project. I have a couple announcements I want to make before I sign off, and I don't know, it looks like I do have a few people live watching, so thank you so much for tuning in live. I'm somehow not able to see my video full size, and I'm not able to see my comments. So I'll get back to you if you commented. But a couple announcements I do want to just say is that this Tuesday, May 31st, is the last chance to get the amazing deal, $125 shopping spree for $99 plus tax if you're in a taxable state. And you get $66.50 and free in-color products, free shipping, and then a paper pumpkin, one paper pumpkin. So that's a $228 value. So if you are interested in getting that deal, please send me a message ASAP because that ends this Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. Starting Wednesday, which is June 1st, we have a couple things happening. One thing happening is there's going to be a sale starting, buy one, get one 50% off on our kids collection. So when I started this video, I actually had a kit right over my shoulder. You may have seen it. It's called the Celebrate Today magnet board. So it's this 12 by 12 magnet board, and there's actually no stamping whatsoever in this. It comes with cards that you can decorate with stickers, and then you can have it set up. I know some people that decorated it for their home office. I know some people that decorated it for their craft room. I know some people that decorated it for their kitchen. But you get, I did not look it up, but you get a ton of cards and you can decorate them with the stickers that are included. So this is just a quick look at some of the ones that I previously had done. This would be great for like meal planning. You could have it up in your kitchen the days of the week. And then the other thing is that some people were taking our window sheets. We sell 12 by 12 window sheets and cutting them down to the size of these cards, and then taking a dry erase marker. So then you could obviously, like this one, you could reuse for weeks on end. There are like to-dos. There's some that just have words. So this is an awesome kit to make or even give as a gift. And I just wanted to point it out because this one's a little bit different than a lot of our kits or card kits. And I made, I think this is like 16 cards with what came in the kit, and I still have a ton of leftovers. So check that out. This is part of the kits collection, and it's called Celebrate Today magnet board. But there is a tag kit for Christmas. There is a card kit for Christmas. And I'm going to bring the camera back up at my face so I can see you. So good morning. Hey, Kathy. Good morning. So I also wanted to just say, again, that last chance starts this Wednesday, June 1st, the last chance on the January to June mini catalog. So make sure you watch out for that because there will be products discounted. and they will be available while supplies last. And I think that's it. I'm also going to be announcing a summer special for the months of June, July, and August. So make sure you hit the link below and join my mailing list. I will have details out to you on Wednesday, June 1st about the summer special. So that's it for me for this week. Have a great week, everybody.